All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? What's good? This is Joe, Asia Travel Guy, and yes, what's going on? What's going on? Hold on. Wait, guys. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. There we go. There it is. Okay. So yes, let me actually put this to the Facebook groups as well. That should be pretty cool. So guys, if you're coming in here, please just say hello and hit that like button. That would be great. And also a good morning to everyone. It is 6:07 a.m. Saturday, February 2nd. And yes. Here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna put this in the Facebook group. If you're coming in, cool. If you're coming in, yeah, just say hi. Again, hit that like button. Thank you very much. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. That's good. Okay, guys. So here we go. Hey, man. Oh, Nippy. All right. What's good? Good morning. So today, guys, I'm answering your questions. If you have any questions about anything, whether it be Japan or dating or just like whatever, please hit the hit the like button, but also put it in the chat box, and we'll be good to go. So this is my my drink I'll be having today. Green Takara. It's pretty good water drink. I like it. It's good. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. So we have our first. Yeah, guys, please hit that like button as you come in as well. It means a lot. Thank you very much. And Nippy, first question. Thank you. So I'm gonna wait maybe like a minute before so people can hop on. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining. It means a lot. Truly does. Truly does. Yes. And it is really cold. I know there's like a little bit of fog here on the window. So basically, I turned my teapot into a humidifier, and it's got the whole room really warm because gas is a bit cheaper than electricity here, so it's cool. And yeah, so I might have to go back and forth periodically so I can refill the teapot. But now everything is good to go now, though. So let me actually, you know what? Before we do that, let me do that real quick, just so we don't have to worry about it later. Okay. Here we go. Yes. All right. So let me see. First question would be from Nippy. Is it Nippy or Knippy? I think it's Nippy. Let's see. King Flippy Nips from Rick and Morty. Hello. All right. What is your favorite country in Asia? Favorite country. Favorite country in Asia would be. Well, I like countries for different reasons, so I don't have a favorite. But for each reason, this is it. I like for living and for life, for a good lifestyle, I would say Japan is number one, hands down, number one. The buildings are built very strong here. You have a good, like, things are very clean. Food is very fresh. When things are built and when things are made, they're made in thought of the actual consumer. So things are made very well here, which I can't speak the same, for China, unfortunately. Even though China is a pretty cool country, but Yeah, I mean, we all know about China's and their what's it called, their duplicate creations. But to know like the food, the health, the water for the most part is very clean. Environment's very clean. There's order here. Now that can be a good and bad thing, but for the most part, at the end of the day, it's a pretty good thing. So it's awesome. So that's for living. Japan for living. Number 2, China would be my favorite country for adventure. Because China, you can go into a rice field and see all these old people, like really cool old people, and they're sleeping on rock beds, so it kind of makes like the hood of Chicago look like paradise. It's crazy, man. Like when you get out of the country of the USA, you actually get to see how. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But for adventure, China, yeah, like you have like a BMW roll up in a rice field. Like what? Straight contrast, man. But the food streets, the energy, the festivals, like when Chinese people party, they party hard and they party long. It's fun. It's really fun. So, and just so you know, my favorite city in China is called Chongqing, the most Chinese sounding name ever. But it's called Chongqing, and it's literally the best city in China, in my opinion. It's awesome. For Malaysia, I would say Malaysia. I like Malaysia and Thailand. No, it's like a mixture of China and Thailand. I like Thailand for vacation, and I like China for adventure. And Malaysia kind of offers both, you know. It's modern enough where you can actually live there, and it's like chill enough where you can actually go there for a vacation as well. So, but I like Malaysia for that, and I like Thailand for vacation. India, I like India for the food. Food, like India is number 1. Food. And I think next summer I'm trying to visit Vietnam, so I can tell you about Vietnam at that point. But yeah, that would be cool. Those are my favorite countries and why. Why can't any airplanes fly over Antarctica airspace? What's in Antarctica? It's a whole bunch of government system stuff, but I don't know. Go research that yourself. I don't know. What up? Better late than never, Mr. What's good? Thank you for joining. What's good? Mr. You are not late. I mean, yeah, you're not late at all. I mean, I'm the one who's late. I am the one who is truly late. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right, so let's see. What's the second best country after Japan? Overall, I would say, I want to say China. I want to say China because my time in China was good, but I have to say that after the year because I left 2015. Basically 2017, that was probably like the cutoff point for like being able to live in China and build a good life there. Now, many people are still there, and many people are still living there successfully. But right now, China with the trade war and with putting high taxes on companies trying to start up there, it's not really good for starting a life there or starting any kind of business. So I would say, I want to say China based on my time there at the time I went there, but for right now, second, I would probably have to say like probably Thailand. Because it's chill. You can live a decent life there if you're really frugal with your money. And you can really do a lot of things there if you're very charismatic, if you're not shy to get out there. There's a lot of fun that you can have there, so it's cool. So I would say Thailand. Let's see. Oh, for living? Sorry, I didn't read the next part. For living? Yeah, I would say probably Thailand. Maybe Malaysia too. I probably say Thailand. I would say for living, honestly, maybe Korea. I haven't been to Korea yet, but Korea is pretty modern as well. So Korea maybe as well. So that might be good. Yep, I'm 14 years old and going to Japan is my dream. I'm German Dutch. That's pretty cool. Got friends in Germany? What? That's awesome, man. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. And honestly, that's why I like talking to the whole world, because like I know I got bashed by like a lot of black people in the past year and a half for, you know, not being pro-black 100%. I'm really like, I'm always pro-black. Like I'm always pro my people. However, I also know that this is the world. So like I want to be able to work with everybody, because getting here, most people who have helped me out get here have not been black, you know, and that's not a good or bad thing. It's just life. It's just what happened. It's just been my experience. So, because the guy who taught me how to teach, the teaching skill that I have now, or the lesson planning, how to say it, the lesson planning, how to say it, template that I used was from a Swedish dude that I got from in China, you know, and that helped me get the job that I have today. So I'm not really about, you know, being 100% black all the time, you know, because I know that I can get help from everybody around the world, no matter what you look like, no matter where you're from, you know. So, because let's face it, like a lot of black people are not into every single thing. It's like some things are not popular in the black culture that might be popular in the Chinese culture or the German culture or the Swedish culture, you know. So, yeah, because when I was growing up, like skydiving, bungee jumping, you know, running, that wasn't popular in the black community. But I see on YouTube now, and everyone's having a great time. So I'm like, if I ain't learning in my community, but these guys are doing it, let me hang out with these guys for a bit and see when, you know, and see what that's like, you know, because like there's a lot of cool stuff that, you know, wasn't talked about when I was a kid, just because it wasn't the black thing to do, you know. So but anyway, I was supposed to go to Malaysia, but the only thing that stopped me was I don't know where to live in Malaysia. I mean, apartment wise or what. Well, first of all, before you move to a country, man, this is my suggestion. You have to do it, but this is what I would do. You have to visit there for a while, like get a really, really good visit, but like a series of visits though, to really make sure that you like the place, or that you have a good foundation of liking the place. Because if you just go there and you just hate it, that's kind of like a waste of time. Because you know, if you're in a place you don't like, that's kind of, you know, not the best thing to do. So let's see. How do you make money? I make money by teaching. I make money by teaching for my actual job, and I make money by teaching here. Because me and my friend turned this apartment into like a mini school. So basically, I make about what? Maybe before taxes, maybe around 3,000 a month, and then after taxes, after the city takes out my taxes, that's still like 2,500 a month. But like this place here plus my rent, so my rent, my utilities, no, sorry, my rent, my internet, and my phone all come out to roughly $1,000 a month. Plus utilities and other taxes comes out to another 300 to 400 a month. So basically, even with all that money being spent, I'm still able to save, like, if I really tried, $1,000 a month. But I would say average between $700 to $800 a month. So that's cool. But that's living in Japan though. So that's living in Japan. So that's cool. Let's see. Hey, been a while, Darky Knight. It's been a while, man. A long while, but thank you for coming through, man. Awesome. Whoa. Okay, there's been a few chats going on. I didn't scroll down. Let's see. I've not been to other countries, but I would agree Thailand is great for living. I loved it there. Thailand's pretty cool, man. I would say later on I might move there if Thailand, if the Bangkok hasn't sunk yet. I would say the only thing I don't like about Thailand is I think it's called the Songkran, the Songkran festival, where it's like they do like the water spring. I'm like, y'all wasting water, dog. Like, come on, dude. But I mean, it's their thing, so you can't say nothing. But But yeah, Thailand's pretty cool. Dark Knight, Dutch. Yeah, man. Germany. I am very much on the black team, but I also am trying to listen to anyone's input. Um, I'm also not trying to listen to anyone's input about travel if they've never been anywhere. If you don't have stamps, you don't have advice for me. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, like, never forget who you are. Never forget where you came from, because where you came from is your foundation. However, like, this is not the 1960s or anywhere prior to it. This is the time where it's okay to hang out with everyone. It's okay to, chill with everyone. It's okay to be friends with everyone. They're like, we're not facing the problems that our parents face. We gotta stop acting like we are. You know, because I was having a conversation with my mother about like how I feel like our generation complains way too much about stuff that the previous generations have to go through that we're not going through as much of. And like my mother would go through her backstory of all the pain that she went through, the civil rights movement, and my grandfather. And my grandfather, he's cool, and my grandfather is cool as shit, man. He's like, yeah, we go through during Jim Crow, but we didn't complain about the shit though. We just did it. We just did it. But on a more serious note though, he said, yeah, shit was hard, like very, very hard. Because he likes to make a joke about everything, but seriously, because when he changed the tone of his voice, he was like, yeah, shit was hard, but we knew that as men, we have to protect our women, and we have to make sure that we worked hard and start our own businesses, and we didn't complain about stuff, because when things don't get done through that matter, So he will always drill in me and my brothers and my father. He really instilled this in us. He's like, you guys have nothing stopping you now. He said, yeah, there's a system here in place. There's a school to prison pipeline. Yeah, there's all this stuff in place. But guess what? I'm your father. So guess what? I am here to protect you, to make sure that I give you all the advice to get you out of the system. If you go into the system, that's your fault. That's not mine, because I did my job to make sure I raised you right. If you do anything stupid outside of the advice that I give you, then hey man, that is on you. Because my father told me, if you don't get your shit together by the time you're 18, you out, you gone. I ain't paying for your college, I ain't doing nothing. You gone. You gone. If you want my benefit of being, a financial provider after the age of 18, you gotta, get your shit together. So, and honestly, I feel like that's what all guys need, and that's lacking big time in our communities back home, which is why, like, I know there's a lot of stuff against us as Black people in America, but the one thing that we do have control of as Black people is our spouses, how we have children, and the amount of protection that we provide for our children, and the environments that we provide for them before they come into this world, so that they can have the best possible advantages to be successful in America. That's something that we do have 100% control over, because my thing is, if we're not ready to have kids, if we're not ready to give our kids the best 100% life that we can possibly give them, then we should not be having kids. But if we are, if we actually do our best, grind it out, and wait until a point in our lives where we can truly bring a child here, where we are married, where we have a spouse that we truly love and we know that's going to be there for us. If we wait until and we take things slow and start rushing these relationships, we'll be in a much better position than we are now, because the Black family structure is really messed up at this point. There are good family examples, but at the same time, there's too many that are messed up. So, and I know we always want to compare ourselves to white people, but I'm not comparing ourselves to white people, because that's what we always love to jump to make our situation much, feel less drastic than what it is. So, no, let's get our relationships together. Let's get our family structures together, and I bet that our situation will improve when our men and women both step up together as one community and give our children the skills, or at least send them to the people who can give them the skills that they will need for this future that's coming up. Because the future that's coming up is going to be something that none of us have experienced before. Not our parents, because our parents' advice for the future is not going to be valid, except for patience and patience and just taking things slow. That's the only advice that can happen, or that can get us through any kind of time or era that has not died off. That those skills, patience, working hard and getting stuff done. But the family and relationship stuff, that's all on us though. So that is my opinion at least. Let's see. Joe, I have this opportunity to apply to UAE for teaching position where they train you up, become licensed as a fresh graduate, making $4,000 a month, tax free, but long-term contract. Should I apply? It depends on what your financial situation is. If you're someone who's struggling, I would highly take that chance, because I mean, $4,000 a month is tax free is good money, man. Dude, if you spend your money wisely, then you can save a lot of money, dude. Save a lot of money, and you're in the UAE, so you can travel pretty well, man. Like globally, man, you can travel pretty well, dude. So if you're financially low and you're looking for something, because don't forget, man, you need to get something that's sustainable for the future, dog. So this is something that can help you out to get your feet wet in the world view, or in the world workplace vibe area, whatever that means. Then yeah, take it, man. I would. If I was super, I mean, that's the reason why I went to China, because when I graduated, I asked my advisor, yo, are there any jobs that I can go to based on my credentials and based on my experience as a college graduate? He said, yeah, but the closest job that we have for you, you have to wait 18 months and you're only going to be making $20,000 a year. I said, bump that, man. I'm going to China. I took Chinese the past 2 years. I had a lot of Chinese friends. I just flew out, man. That's the reason why I went to China to make the money so I can get my life started, man. Because I'm not trying to wait and like using my parents' resources even more. No way, dude. I'm like me. I'm a guy, man. Like we are we are the leaders. We forward our drive in life. We have to find a purpose, and we have to just do something. We can't just be at home all day, or just. I mean, me. I always knew from the time I was 16 that I had to go. As soon as I graduated college, I could not be in that house anymore. I had to go, whether it was, in another apartment far away, even if it was like a house nearby, but like I had to get out of this house. I had to do my own thing. So, yeah. And thus by doing my own thing, hopefully I can bring out my cousins here so they can actually see what it's like to be outside, because now in the Black community, travel is actually getting more popular. But like when I was growing up, the word, the word travel never, ever, ever came to mind, So, and not saying that it wasn't popular in the Black community. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I never heard the word, So yeah. Holy shit, 25. Let's see, 2,500 a month. Southeast Asia, that's damn good. 2,500 a month, yeah, that's great. Oh my God, that's great. In Thailand, yeah, the average is about $1,000 a month. 2,500, man, you living like a king out there, man. Dude, you make 2,500 a month, right? Even if that's like after taxes, it's like 2,000 a month. Dude, you can easily save $1,000 a month. Easy. You save $1,000 a month in Thailand, that's 12,000 a year. Let's say you work for 10 years, man. 10 years, that's $120,000, man. Like you're good to go, dude. That's big money in Thailand, dog. It's really good money. So look at all these opportunities, guys, and see what works best for you. Okay, because you don't need to make $1 million to be happy, man. You need to make a lot of money or a good amount of money based on the area that you're in, And guys, just remember, there is a recession coming. There is another recession coming. So get yourselves ready and get yourselves mentally prepared for that. There is another recession coming. That the economy has been pretty stable. It's been rocky, but it's been pretty stable for like the past 10 years. This is something that's going to crash and stuff. And with China's economy slowing down, it could trickle over to the rest of the world economy. So just be very careful with that. Get your shit together. Let's see. Oh, it was Japan. Yeah, 2,500 is more of the starting average, though. I would say once you hit the 3,000s, though, that's when you are pretty good. But 2,500, if you're living in a very cheap place, then you should be okay too. But of course, you always want to in Japan. You always want to build more money because Japan is somewhat of an expensive country based on where you live. So yeah, yeah. Songkwan, come on, son. I'm trying to squirt. Everybody, y'all crazy. What else is here? What else is here? The UAE looks appealing to make a lot of money, even though it's tough to get into the teaching there. But Japan as a country attracts me so much more, and the end goal is to have my own business. So yeah, I mean, like, if the UAE offers you a position as a teacher for 4,000 a month, like, yo, that's good money. I would say you could probably save at least 2,000 a month, maybe 3, but I would say average probably 2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year saved up. And you save that money, and then, like, you know, over the course of a few years, you can start your business out pretty easily, man, without taking out any loans or anything, you know. Maybe. My father grew up to adulthood through Jim Crow. He never forgot, but he's also looked at the advantage of his newfound opportunities. Yeah, man. Like, I feel like the people of old, they are much more entrepreneurial and much more optimistic than we are now. I feel like because what they went through is something that we probably couldn't even imagine today. But yeah, man, like, dude, we just gotta be. I mean, we need to have perspective, man. Perspective is key. Like, and I feel like anyone can get perspective once they travel to a place that's much, much worse than they have ever experienced before. Like when I went to India, like you had people walking around, little girls dancing in the street, dresses torn up, like full of like gunk and water and all dancing in the street, sweating in the hot summer sun, because this is like August, man. And these girls are like dancing for money in these puddles full of all kinds of crap. It's just like when you see stuff like that, you get a rude awakening on how rough life can really get, you know. So I feel like and this is why I can't, like, sometimes, you know, I pissing off some black people because, you know, I'll always be very optimistic about life because, like, I've been to countries where shit gets real, you know. This is why, like, you know, I always try to say to people, like, yo, like, it's not that bad. But again, things are bad based on what our previous experiences. But man, when you go to a country where it's like, where you see a dude with his leg cut off and he's literally crawling on the ground because his other leg doesn't work either, it's like, man. And just seeing people just walk past him because no one wants to help him, or just because there's so many people that life there, like the value of life isn't as high there. It's real, man. It's real. So just gratitude, like my gratitude is super, super high, man. And also I feel like the more you give, the more you get back, dog. I truly believe that. The more you give, the more you get back. Because I know in America, it's like, do you, I do me, you do you, it's all good. That's cool, but I mean, like, man, like, just helping someone out, a random act of kindness. Like, if you got a friend and it's cold outside, buy a pack of soup and just give it to them, just to be nice, man. If you got someone that you know and you know that they like something, if it's not too expensive, go get it for them and just be, hey, you know what, chill, just think about you, boom. Like, give, man. Like, give. Like, one of the Buddhist teachings that I love is if you knew what I knew about giving, you would share every dinner that you ever had. You know, if you knew what I knew about giving, you would share every dinner that you will ever have. So that's just me, but that's how I honestly feel, though, man. Yeah, let's see. My parents are baby boomers. We black young people have more resources than our elders and older black people did nowadays. We as black people, or just everyone in the world, has more resources. Do we have the freaking internet? Literally, we live in a time where you can literally, probably, if you have the charisma, bounce a ball on your head for an hour and make $1 million just because you're telling jokes the whole time. Like, this is the kind of society that we're living in. You can literally play video games and make money. You can do everything your parents told you not to do as kids and make $1 million. Come on now. So yeah. Yeah, I agree. I was comfortable in Chiang Mai, Thailand on 800 to. Yeah, man. You can save some big money in Thailand, man. Yeah, I'm about to graduate in a few months and I still live at home. It's tempting, but I heard that there are a few problems in the school system there. I really want to move out and make my own money. I'm a man. Yeah, I mean, like as a dude, man, we are about fulfilling our purpose, man. You know, we are about fulfilling our purpose. That's what we do as guys, man. We just go out and get stuff done. That's what we do. You know, we have a hard time, you know, because most guys at our core, we can never be a stay-at-home dad, you know. Now some guys love it and that's cool, but I would say for most of us, it just doesn't work, man. It's just nah, man. It just doesn't work. For example, like one of my friends, like a new guy that's coming through. Um, I think he's a what's it white dude from, but he's from the States. Anyway, he's coming into this area and he got in contact with one of my friends. One of my friends introduced me to him, and he's trying to get a new apartment, but he needs someone to co-sign for it. Now with me, you know, I gotta meet with him today and see how he is. But if he's really cool, then I'll do it because my thing is this: like, if entrepreneurship is about taking risk, and like, you know, I've met this dude a few times. He seems really like legit. And like when it comes to business, every time a company takes on a new person or anything, like every time something new happens, there's always a risk that something could go wrong. However, if you're very optimistic, in my experience in entrepreneurship, you're always, you know, like fortune favors the bold, you know. I'm saying this and I'm not saying this is some kind of cue. Like if anything does go wrong, like it's on me. However, when someone, if you're able to take that kind of stress, man, like one thing that I've noticed is that you are able to literally do everything that the average man cannot do. Literally, you are able to do everything that the average man cannot do. Because let me tell you something: in the coming future, most jobs that we know of are going to be gone. And you talk about taking risk and taking chances. I would say most people are not going to be able to make it because entrepreneurship is 100% about taking risks and meeting new people and trusting people and having the chance that people could screw you over and stab you in the back. But you know, it's just chances that you have to take sometimes. And yeah, if the 9 to 5 job is basically all anyone knows, you know, and the job is over because of AI or just like, you know, kiosk or some kind of machine taking over their position, you know, it's going to be very difficult for them to rebound and get back on their feet. So I would say entrepreneurship and networking is going to be very, very crucial in the future, man. Then in the very, very near future. Oh no, my brother, you got your own Mr. Donut. Let me see. I don't mind suffering a few years for a bigger goal. I've been to been in UAE before. It's a bit sad. Life there is work, stay at home or go to the mall. Too hot outside, you feel trapped. It's sad. Yeah, I mean some countries are like that. I feel like Japan, if you're not careful, can be that way as well, where you just go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Which is why you want to start your own business here, because I mean, like when you have your own thing, even if you don't make a lot of money, you make enough to be happy to survive. You always got people coming in and people wanting to see you, man. So it's amazing. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? What up, Playboy? I'm late. I'm up in here. What up? What up? What up, Jamie? What's going on? Andy the Virgo. Hey, can I ask you a question? What can I do to make a living out there or to get out there myself? I really want to go. I'm 32 and plan on possibly getting a degree in education. Cool. Anything? Well, first of all, thanks for coming through. I would say the downside was, okay, there's a big upside and a big downside for Japan for working here. The big downside, to get that out the way, is that if you're not in the country, it's extremely hard to find a job here. However, let me tell you this. I'm going to put this in the link right here. For Andy, Sorry. Let's see. I'm going to shoot you this this link. This is a good company to go for if you're trying to start teaching in Japan. Called Altea. They're one of the few companies that actually hire people based on I think you not being in the country, I think. However, you also want to go to gaijinpot.com. I'll put that in there as well. Let's see. gaijinpot.com. Yes. So check out those sites, man. Gaijinpot, I would say, is the #1 site. But try out Altea, maybe. But yeah, Gaijinpot is the #1 site. But yeah, and actually, I have a friend who's working for Altea, so I'm gonna have a live stream with him, or I'm gonna try to get him here to have a live stream with, so you guys can actually see what it's like to be a new teacher. Because I think he's a pretty fresh teacher, and I've been here for 3 years, so my freshness is probably gone now. But like, he's a fresh teacher, so if you have any questions for him, I'll see him today. So we'll set up a time to set up a live stream where he can come over. And he can talk to you about his experience here, and you can ask him any questions that you want. So that'd be cool. But if you want to make a living out here, the #1 way to do it is teaching. And with 2020 Olympics coming up, Japan's going to be wanting to get his English boosted up, because China and Thailand and Korea and all these other countries have high requirements and high success in the English speaking ability. So like I said, man, if you're coming to Japan, get your TEFL certificate, man. You don't need it now, but you might need it later. And I know no other YouTubers are talking about this. If they're teaching in Japan, get that certificate. You don't need it now. And if you don't, you might want to even go to China or Korea or Thailand or whatever, just because they're nearby countries and the culture isn't so far off, you know? But you need a TEFL certificate basically in any other country outside of Japan. You need it for Europe. You need it for Asia. You need it for, I think, many African countries that you can teach English in. So yeah, man. Yeah, get that TEFL certificate, man. Like I said, you don't need it now, but you might need it later. Let me see. On another note, I'm 22. Hair thinning and hairline receding on track. Becoming bald, LOL. All minds and both sides and families are bald. It feels weird. Yeah, man, I started balding. So basically, you know, I always got my hair shaved down because that happened to me too, you know. So that's why I got the hair shaved. But I mean, like, you know, I mean, you just got to embrace it, man. Just got to embrace it. That's it. That is really the only thing I can say about that, man. Just got to embrace it. It is a weird feeling, and most men do get insecure about it, but gotta embrace it, man. Embrace the baldness. It's no worries, dude. No worries, no worries. Give you a thumbs up, because 2-player haters thumbed this down. Man, I got 2 thumbs down. That's not cool. Gee willikers, man, that's not cool. I don't like that. That makes my heart sad. Hey, man, if people aren't disliking it, that means, you know, you ain't getting no attention, so it's cool. But I've noticed this, though. The more live streams I've been doing and the more people I've been talking to, the more the thumbs down I've been getting. So, but don't forget, guys, I did get kicked out of an all-black Facebook group, so it might be them guys, you know? So, you know, so yeah. Because my thing, if I'm doing anything positive to better myself, man, there's always, I mean, for anyone, not just me, but for anyone, if you're doing something positive to better yourself, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like it, you know? So, but yeah, it's cool. Does anyone in Japan ever ask you if you're made of chocolate? I have heard some funny stories about that. I'm pretty sure it's happened to people. I got that more in China, but that's more understandable because China, the whole internet's cut off there. No, I've just been given nicknames like Coco Sensei, Choco Sensei, what's it called? Yeah, I think that's basically it, but nothing really. I haven't experienced anything though. But don't forget, I do look more Brazilian and / like South Indian than like black in terms of the Japanese, you know, viewership of what people look like, you know. So now to black people, I look black, and that's cool. But to like Chinese, I look Arabic. To Japanese, I look either Indian or Brazilian. To many Malaysian people, I look Indian. So, and to Indian people, I look Indian, you know. So, I mean, it's based on your facial features and what you look like. Based on my facial features, I have not had more of the black comments yet. I just have more of the like Indian/Brazilian comments. So, but because I know a lot of black people like you know get angry with like, you know, I'm black, don't call me Brazilian. I'm like, not a big damn deal, man. Just chill out. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Let's see. Oh, by the way, 4,000 is a lot a month, but living expenses there are very high, and you need a car everywhere you go. I think realistically, you will save maybe 1 to 1,000 a month, which is still good, but not 2 to 3 a month. Okay, okay, that's cool. Well, thanks for the input with that. I have no idea about the UAE, so that's cool. I will say that if you're making 4,000 or more in Japan, yeah, it depends on where you are. In Tokyo, you might be able to save a little bit, but in like a place like Okazaki, man, I'm saving like 2,500 a month. Yeah, I'm good. Let's see, and this is why I love living in the countryside, guys, because you can save so much more money here. However, the downside is that you're not really in the mix of everything. But it's easier to start a business in the countryside, and you know, I feel like there's way more opportunities in the countryside than in the big cities because one, I think you probably because okay, so basically the company that I worked for last year, it's in Nagoya, which is I think the third or fourth biggest city in Japan. But they took people out to Okazaki, to like basically the Nagoya area, right? And then all these other cities are like, you know, the main suburbs of Chicago. So if Nagoya is Chicago, I'm more in a place like, you know, Evanston or Elk Grove or something like that, you know. What's it called? So yeah, well, like I got paid more by working in the countryside than my friends did working in the city, you know, because there's more work opportunities here and there's more need for a teacher in the countryside. So you might not get to be at the club all the time, but you know, you can build a life here, you know. So let's see. Hey, what about Malaysia? Do you have expats? Do expats live there on long-term hotels or apartments? I have no idea with Malaysia. I would say Malaysia is strictly more of a traveling place unless you're living there. It's either you live or you travel. Long-term hotels, I wouldn't necessarily invest in a long-term hotel just because Malaysia is still a developing country. I mean, unless it's something about Malaysia that you truly love. But I would say long-term hotel would be a place like, you know, maybe India or China, a place where there's a lot to do and a lot to see, you know. But yeah, with Malaysia, because Kuala Lumpur itself, like after a few days, it gets boring, you know. If you're just traveling there, so like after 3 days, you want to see something new. But yeah, that's basically it. Aaron, what's good? Aaron, what's good? Andy, thanks. It is recommended that we have full bachelors there as well. Yes. In any subject. So any subject is cool. However, if you're going for a master's degree, you might as well just go to Thailand. If you're going for a master's degree in education, go straight to Thailand because you can live like a king out there. But yeah, all countries you need a bachelor's degree. You're not going to get around that anymore. Let's see, D'Anthony was good. Every time there's a live stream, I'm always learning something new from you or others that join in 100. Thanks for sharing the info and wisdom because that's what separates you from a lot of other channels. Hey man, thank you. I'm only saying shit like, listen, all this stuff I'm saying now is because I have fucked up so much during my time in Japan. So like all the stuff I'm giving is strictly just like all my mistakes that I've done that I wish someone would have told me, you know. This work. Make it better. Oh, see, there you go. All right. So Yeah, like but yeah, it's just me giving out all my mistakes in a more positive, format. Because I know as a YouTuber, everyone wants to seem like, like they're perfect. Nah, man, like everyone is an idiot, including myself. Everyone is an idiot. Everyone is stupid, and it's okay to be an idiot. It's okay to be stupid because none of us are perfect. It's just, I know in the YouTube world, especially in the Black YouTube world, nobody wants to call themselves stupid because when you're Black, you always want the whole world to see you in a positive light. I'm like, nah, man, I'm stupid, man. I'm crazy. And even in the classroom when I'm teaching, like I let that show. I let the show that I'm goofy. It's okay to be a teacher and goofy. It's okay to be a teacher and silly and say crazy stuff. For example, like when I'm teaching actions for the first time, like verbs, and the sentence is like I can or I can't, right? So before the students get to actually know what the word is, I'll do the action and then they'll tell me in Japanese, or maybe if they know it in English, what the word is. So if I'm saying like cook, right, I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, and this is me actually like how I teach in class. I bet, cool. Banana. Okay, they say, okay, banana. Cherry. Boom. Okay, cherry. Wasabi. Huh? So it's like, okonomiyaki. Bam. Tomato. Carrot. Pizza. Pasta. Soba. Mix, and then you eat it, and then all the kids go, ah! So it's crazy. And then you just go, and then they start busting out laughing. It's okay to be crazy and silly and goofy as a teacher, man. I wish we could just like not take life so damn seriously. And I'm saying that from a guy who used to take life extremely seriously. Like every single thing bothered me, man. So, yeah, man. But it's okay to be goofy, man. It's okay to be silly. And if you can admit that you're making messed up mistakes before, dude. First of all, it humanizes you, and secondly, it doesn't make you look like a dick, So yeah. What's the best place to visit in Japan? It depends on what you like. For me, I like food, so I like food stalls because when I travel around Asia, I want to see the energy of those food streets. So Kyoto's cool. I think a place called Takayama and Gifu's cool. Food street. Like anywhere where there's a food street, for me, I'm cool with that. But like one of my favorite cities ever is Takayama. It's a small place, but it's very, very highly like, or it's very, very still Japanese. It hasn't been hit with the Americanism yet. So that's very cool. It's very touristy because of that, but it's very cool. I got a bald head. Me too, man. Show it off, dog. Show it off. I got a bald head. It's all good. No worries. It's all good. So why you get kicked out of the Black? I got kicked out of the Black group because basically, I would say me and my co-host DeAndre, we put out a video saying like we want okay, well, it was a series of videos. I'm not sure which one actually got us kicked out, but I think the tipping point was that in one of the comments, one of the guys was like everything on the conservative side of things was bad, and I was asking him to tell me what exactly on the conservative side of politics is bad. He said everything. I said no. Let's have a conversation about this, because I am a big conservative. So like I'm a very conservative liberal, like a very, very highly hardcore, tough loving conservative liberal. Because when I mess up, I want someone to call me on my bullshit. So I don't want to be these people who run around freely just for the sake of being free. No. I want to be able to be free, but also grow. And to grow, you need to be hit hard with some real life advice. So, like, I was asking him to tell me, like, yo, what is bad about the conservative side? Because I see that there's some bad on the conservative side too. But like, tell me exactly what's wrong. But when you can't say any specific examples on your side, then it's like, then your side is invalid because you're just putting out emotion. So it's like, no. And then we said, and then like something else in the conversation led to me saying something, and I was asking him about like, do you agree with what I'm saying? He said no, because the rest of the group doesn't agree with it. Now my thing is this: if you don't agree with something, that's cool. If you agree, that's cool. But if my thing is, if you're basing your opinion off of a group just for the sake to maintain in the group, I can't live like that, man. Because my thing, at the end of the day, we all came here alone. We all die alone. You die alone in that casket. You are the only one there. So my thing is, I want to know what's your opinion. I want to know you, not based on the group. I want to know what your opinion is. Because me, as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to live alone. You need to be able to be alone, and you need to be able to be okay with being alone. You know? And as an entrepreneur, you're your own boss. So complaining about someone else, blaming someone else, blaming everyone else outside for your problems, whether it's about race or gender or whatever, blaming someone else when you're the boss doesn't work. When you're working a 9 to 5, you can blame the company, you can blame the CEO. When you're the entrepreneur, when you are the head of your own company, you are the last line of defense. You are more of a firefighter at that point, because when something happens in your company, you're the one going in. You're the one taking risks. You're the one who has to deal with all the consequences if something goes wrong. And that takes a lot of pressure. That takes a lot of charisma, and that's a lot of stress that can come onto you. And it takes a certain kind of leader to do that. This is why only 20% of men are leaders, man. So and this is why only about 5% of the world population of people have their own successful businesses, man. Whether big or small, only 5% of the world population have their successful businesses. Do you honestly see or realize how small the population of true business owners is compared to the world population? It's very, very small. So, but yeah, to step outside and to be on your own takes courage, and it takes balls, and it takes guts. But when he told me I agree because the group agrees, I'm like, well, me and you are not on the same page because I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the group. One of the main things that really kind of ticked me off was that the girl who really wanted me out of the group, she was talking to my co-host behind the scenes. She wasn't coming to me directly about her concerns about me and what I was saying. So instead of her actually coming to me and talking to me not face to face, but at least through Facebook chat or something directly, she had she had one of her friends delete me from the group, and she didn't even do it herself. I'm like, you have a problem with me? I've always been nice to you. I've always been cordial. I've never said anything bad about you. I've never said anything wrong to you. I've never been disrespectful to you in any way whatsoever. Our opinions might differ greatly, but that doesn't mean I'm being mean to you. So but she couldn't even have the gall to delete me from her own group herself. So it's she she got one of her friends to do it. And my thing is this: if she didn't have the courage to do that, I honestly just left it alone, because my thing is this: that must mean not be the group that I'm meant to be a part of. Because even my co-host DeAndre, I think he's about 10 years older than not 10. I'm sorry, not 8 years older than I am. He's been in the Navy and in Japan. He schools me about life, and he was telling me, yo, you don't need to be in that group, man. You have already proven to me that you're a cool dude. That's why I'm with you. That's why I'm helping you get to all these other YouTube channels, and that's why I want to see your channel grow. DeAndre, my co-host, is a cool dude, man. Black in Japan, he's a cool dude. So he's the one who's been supporting me this whole time. He's the one who's been saying yo, I see your progress and I see your growth. Bump that group, man, because there's people in that group talking about me as well. Bump that group. Don't worry about it. So my thing is this: I'm and this was, I would say, almost a year ago now. And I'm here. I'm cool. Me and my friend are about to open our own business soon, man. Things are good, man. But sometimes you have to stand on your own, and sometimes you might be banished from your own group or your own race when your opinions differ. Because one thing I've noticed about the black community is that when your opinions don't match up with the group, you're not black anymore. So if that's the case, then my thing is, I'd rather hang out with the rest of the world than hang out with my own people sometimes, because it's if that's the case, dog, then life just isn't fun, man. So that's the whole story, or that's at least the story that I'm gonna give you. So it's cool. what's it called? I love Asian women. Hold on, what's up? Just shave your head every other day and you'll be good to go. Yeah, because I shave my head about every 3 or 4 days. I love Asian women, but I also love fat booties. My ultimate goal is to find a thick ass Asian girl. Well, good luck. I mean, but they are here. So are you ever going to visit the United States? Yeah, I mean, I was there just in September, and I went there the year before for Christmas. So I visit at least. Well, I'm trying to visit at least once a year, or having my family come here at least. And the interesting nickname. What if you're dark skinned? I don't want to be called Mr. Popo or Poo Poo or deal with any. Man, okay, guys, it's not that damn bad, man. We need to get this. Okay, listen. Stop. It's not that bad. I know a lot of black YouTubers talking about, how, what you might experience. But chill out. Take it from me. Chill out. Your person, it's like something that. Okay, my middle finger is kind of wet because I'm cold. I'm not like sitting like taking blood flow away to give you the middle finger. No. Anyway, but like listen to what I'm saying, man. Your personality, the way you present yourself, is gonna mean so much more than what you look like, dog. This is what the black YouTubers don't talk about. The way you present yourself, if you're very charismatic, if you're someone who is helpful, trustworthy, hardworking, someone that people like and want to, be around, people want to work with those they like and trust. Bump your skin color. Bump it. I've already debunked it. Like me, like at my school, not even for a company, for a city government job, the head teacher at my city government is a black dude who's from Nigeria. Stop talking like this. I want to show you guys that there are black people here doing big things. Company here is a dude from Ghana, and people respect him greatly. Stop talking like that. Okay, I'm tired of black people talking like that, man. I'm serious like that. I'm so freaking serious. There's too many of us on YouTube here saying like, if you're black, you might get called monkey. If you're black, you might get called this and that. Shut up, man. Like, this is the thing, dude. Your ability to teach, your ability to be liked, your ability to solve problems, your ability to not complain, your ability to, keep it moving when things get hard, that's what's going to make you likable, make you like a very respectable person in your area, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. And nothing of those things has to do anything with, with your skin color. Yes, you might go have a little bit of discrimination here and there. And let me tell you something else, because I know black people always want to know about the police. Listen, I was stopped by the police about 2 days ago because they thought my bike was stolen. Because my bike had the same, I guess, diameter and frame and measurements and color as another bike that was stolen. One thing I did, I just instantly took out my wallet, said, speaking in Japanese, took out my wallet, gave them my ID instantly. They're like, huh? I said, yeah, just take it. It's cool. I showed them my bike registration real quick. They're like, oh, cool. And, simple. No stuff. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that's easy in the state. I'm just saying when you come to Japan, it's cool. No worries, man. The only people who really have discrimination problems in Japan are the Hafus, okay? And there's some that you cannot relate to if you are not black and Japanese or Japanese and half of anything, okay? That's something that we don't have to go through here. We are not bloodline or culturally connected to these people in any way, okay? So stop talking like that, because there's too many of us always wanting to, to get riled up over like how they're going to treat me. This is my thing. They will treat you the way that you present yourself for the most part. Yeah, you might get some people who might be racist. You might get some people who might be, who might not like foreigners in general. However, that's in every country you go to, that's everywhere you go. Present yourself in a good way, and for the most part, you'll have a great time here, man. I promise you will. Let me fill up this tea thing real quick. Okay, yeah, but like, yeah, I'm serious, guys. Like, yo, I'm trying to be as positive as I can about this. I'm tired of people always trying. Like, the thing that ticks me off the most is when I always hear in this day and age, you know, here's a black woman who got permanent visa. Like, I wish that our people could be more like expecting us to do great things instead of always being surprised about it. You know, I want our people to expect great things from our people. You know, a black woman tells you about her experience doing this. Like, that's cool. If it's specifically about an experience that most black people are not used to. But just don't act like it hasn't happened before. You know. Like, I want our people to expect great things from us, you know, not just be surprised every single time something good happens. Come on now. We have fought way too long for, you know, in this day and age to still be surprised that someone black did something good. You know, come on now. I'm under the impression that facial hair is unacceptable in schools. How do you keep yours? I keep mine because Japan, for many companies, got rid of that rule because they realized that most foreigners who have beards like their beards, and that they just went to another company. So, yeah, like most companies do allow you to have a beard now. Okay, most companies do allow you to have a beard. It's cool, no worries. And if they don't, and if you want to have your beard, go to another job. However, if you're desperate or you really need that money, you know, you might have to, you know, conform to the rules a bit. But you know, the choice is yours. I asked about hotels and stuff because I want to stay in Malaysia for 2 or 3 months, and I don't know if they apartment rentals for long in Malaysia. I'm not sure. I'm about to do some more research on that. If I know any more about Malaysia, then I will let you know. But I'm not sure about Malaysia. Neon Eyes, what's good? Neon Eyes, hello. Mister. Okay. Oh, he deleted. Okay. Pan African Party. All right, cool. Darky Knight, hey, what's up, Neon? Yep, what's up, Neon? Let me see. Y'all said a lot while I was talking. Okay, hold on. Teacher, oh damn, I done dropped my pencil. Let me pick it up. Concho, Mr. You already know that is the worst feeling in the world, dude. Check it out. Quick story. I was going down the hallway, right? And I'm just walking around, and the Concho thing. So if you don't know what Concho is, Concho, if you've seen the Naruto series, like the first part Naruto series, like when he was a kid and he would do this and put people in the butt, that's basically like what Concho is. So, but it's only done by the first and second graders. Anything after that is just weird. But like the first, and it's only about the boys. It's not the girls, it's the boys. Like, so basically, you like you'll be walking. And especially if you have a big butt, like, you know, I gotta just show it off like that. Ooh, there you go. Anyway, no, but like, if you got a big butt, man, it's just a target. It's just a target. Anyway, but they'll be running up behind you. You don't even know them because I guess they got their whole ninja skills on point, and they'll be running up behind you full speed. Sensei, Concho, what? Bam! Ooh! Now, here's the thing though. You know, my thing is this: as a dude, what I'll do is I'll like grab the guy's, like, you know, the little boy's hand real hard. I'm like, stop. And they'll laugh, and I'll just squeeze a little bit harder. Stop. And he's okay. You a boy, I can do it to you. So yeah. But yeah, Concho, man, it's ridiculous. I respect everyone's opinions, but in the States right now, the conservatives supporting Trump are just super ridiculously racist. Now I got friends who are black conservatives who do not support Trump. Yeah, I mean, like, when I say conservative, that doesn't mean I'm a Trump supporter. It just means that I'm like not someone who just wants to blame everything on the system. You know, I don't want to blame the system for every single fault that happens in my life, you know? Because one thing that my father instilled in me, and I said this earlier, is that, you know, yeah, there is a system here, but my thing is this: you have the power to live above you have the power. And this is why it's so important for black parents to stick together, to stay together, and to only have babies in circumstances where the baby can succeed in a positive way, you know? Because let's face it, when we have kids and we're not ready for them, that's nobody else's fault but ours. You know, the girl opened her legs and and the guy took his dick out. Like, that's our fault, you know? That's our fault. The system didn't make us do that. That's our fault, you know? We need to be very aware and knowledgeable on, the way or when we have children, because if we're not having children in a time or in an area of the country or in a situation where the children have the best chances of survival and the best chances of living, then we're giving that child or these children a very bad disadvantage from the start, because don't forget, we have power. We have the power based on the way we present our lives, the way we set up our lives for the kids to come into, to make their lives better from the start. That's one thing. Like, when my father, he's from the south side of Chicago, but he said, I'm going to move to the north side and make sure that my kids go to a great high school. He made that decision, because my thing, he said, I'm not having kids unless I know that I can provide for them. If I can't if I can't provide for them, there's no point for me to have kids, Yeah, but that is that's one of the things that we can control, and that's one of the things that we control more of. Many of our problems might not go away, but they'd be way more easily. Not easily, but they would be made way more controllable. Family, man, it all starts in the household. All starts in the household. What's it called? Conservatives and liberals both don't help black communities. What's it called? Please like and share the stream. Yeah, I would say, like, people who are on the far right and the far left, they're two-way into their own like lifestyle. People on the far left are going like, your pronoun, if you don't call me by the right pronoun, that's an act of violence. Just shut up. No, it's not. Like, you ain't been to India. You ain't been to China. An act of violence is you saying, I don't like my leader of this country and getting killed because you said, I don't like the leader of this country. That's an act of violence. You like the fact that you can even call Donald Trump stupid and not get killed. America doesn't know how free they are, man. Honestly, dude. The fact that you can actually, that there's a country where you can actually go up to the president's face. Okay, you probably can't do it that close, but like, you can actually go in the president's vicinity and say, yo, I hate your guts. I hope you die. Yo, and not get killed, at least not by the government. Like, that's a very free thing, man. So, I mean, like, it's a very free thing. Now, I don't wish anything bad upon anyone, but like, it's just, you have the right to do that, Why you all in black though? I'm in black just because it's a good style. The style, man. Trying to rob a bank? Nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Nippy, what's good, man? I'm calling you Mr. Germany. It's toxic and not a very progressive way of thinking. Okay, Neon, you gotta give me context to that. What's not a good way of thinking? Because I've been talking too much. Watch out for these Japanese women that poke holes in your condom and try to trap you, brother. Too many stories of Japanese women saying, I'm no condom, and we'll be on that. See, here's the thing though. You are the guy. You need to be sure that when you go down and get ready to actually get in the bedroom with these women, no matter what nationality she is, you take the condom out of your bag that has not been touched and you wear that. Don't let no woman take possession of your stuff. And here's the thing though, in Japan, most of the women don't require you to have a condom. Most of the women do not require you to have a condom. If you actually believe that and you do it, I would say, I wouldn't call you an idiot. I mean, I do want to call you an idiot if you're not ready to have a baby, but you already know, dog. If you have knowledge of something and you do the complete opposite, even though you have knowledge of it and you still know the outcome of both actions that you could take, and you still do the one that could put you in a worse situation, come on now. This is usually with older Japanese women. They are nearing the wall. Menopause will trap you and forget you once you have the kid and married. Heard that story from a few guys. Man, I've been with Japanese women from the ages of like 24 all the way up to like, you know, like in their 30s, man. And like, you know, every single one did not require a condom. Every single one is young and old did not require a condom. So be careful with that. Genius, the system Reddit work is weak and defeatist. Ha 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 ha. Japanese women don't get pregnant in the mouth. Spoken like a true player. Oh my god. Oh, Mister, you goofy. You are goofy. As I was referring to what people were asking you about black people and the negative projections. I mean, was that toward the black group on in Japan or just like black people in general? Because I've been talking way too much. But guys, finally caught up with the comments. Yay! Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, I think if you have any more questions, please let them be known. But I'm going to probably be here for about another good 10 minutes. So I'm going to probably get some more sleeps before the day starts because it's Saturday. Got some more time. That's why I want to do this thing super early so I can possibly get some more rest before the day starts. What if they say they are on the pill so no condom is required? Would you believe it or just... No, I would always wear a condom just in case. Just in case. Like, dude, no. Like, come on, dude. Use your best judgment, man. Always use the condom. I don't care what they say. You know? No. Neonize is just a little bit sad that our entire race is blamed for actions of a few. I mean, but you can say that about really any kind of race, based on the country that you're in, and based on the social political aspects of what's going on in the world at that time. You know, yeah. I mean, but like I would say this. I said it before. I'll say it again. You know, in Japan, right? And he's making black people look bad. I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to have his actions determine on how people treat me. I refuse that, dog. I refuse it with a passion. Like I said before, you as an individual are your own media. That's it. You are your own media. This is the thing, man. If you treat people right, if you do your best, if you are trustworthy, you're someone that that people want to work with, people can depend on. Like truly, people will vouch for you, dog. People will vouch for you, man. They will. I know this isn't talked about in the black community, that people outside the black community will vouch for you if you treat people right. But at the same time, it's also not taught in the black community to actually be someone who's likable, to actually be someone who can be dependent on by others. You know, we're so much into the black. Yo, be able to be dependent on by everyone. Because when you're dependent on by everyone, people spread your good word. They really do. People talk, man. People talk, dude. Like, so like in this city now, there's a dude, the head teacher is a Nigerian guy. I'm the second runner-up as a black dude from America. Everybody in this city loves us. Everybody in the city loves us, man. I don't want us to feel sorry for ourselves, dog. No. Nope. I will not do that to myself. Nope. Like, yes, maybe people might have a negative view, but who's to say that you can't change it though? Who's to say that you can't change it? You know? Yeah, they might have a negative view, but so what? Be the one who that changes their view just by on your actions, what you do, how hard you work, and the successes that you have. Why can't you change it? Why can't you be the individual that changes someone else's outcome on your race by being someone good? Because at the end of the day, no matter how bad your race looks, if you treat people right, those people can never ever deny that at least they met someone good from that race. Come on now. So they can't deny that everyone is so they can't make the claim or honestly make the claim that everyone is bad. You be the one to change it. Come on now. I won't say take that responsibility because that's not why you want to do that. But like Be the person that makes a change, man. Who's to say that you can't? Who's to say that you can't? I feel like we put way too little on the influence that we can have as a people, on the positive influence that we can have as a people. We put way too little energy and credit on that aspect of us. I feel like if you think you can do something, you are right. If you think you can't, you are right about that too. I highly agree. Let's see, best city that not too, best city that's not too modern and urban is but has all those amenities in the countryside. Both of the best world is best of both worlds to start teaching it. I feel like I like Okazaki because I feel like it has that. But don't forget, there's small cities all over the place. If you're in if you're in the vicinity, which is like I would say the 50-mile radius of a big city, Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, Kyoto, maybe even like Yokohama, like I think you should be good. That's right. People are too stuck on defeatist mindsets and projecting they want others to agree with them that negative BS. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I mean, here's the thing, though. I think the main reason I got kicked out, but deal with the yoga. No, but I think like the reason that I got kicked out of the black groups was just because when I felt that I had a viewpoint, you know, I just wanted to state it, you know, and they stated it in a disrespectful way, you know. However, in the black community, unfortunately, if you don't agree with the majority, you're not black anymore, and I don't like that. So my thing is this: if I can't be black by just being myself, then bump it. I'll hang out with the Chinese people. I'll hang out with the Indians. I'll hang out with the chill. I mean, I've had European friends that have been like my best friends for life, you know. So it's like, if my people want to accept me, then bump it, dog. This is the global economy now, dog. If you want to accept me, then bump you, dog. Then I'm going to do my thing and get people, no matter what they look like, to be on my side and be successful in this world, so that whenever I do decide to have offspring, at least they'll have a great chance of success to survive, dog. Because if you're not going to help me, then hey, cool. I'm cool with that. If you don't want it, if you don't want the opportunities that I can possibly benefit you with my life experience, with all the mistakes I've made, if you don't want that, and if you think you're truly better than me with that, cool, do your thing, I'll do mine, you know? I'm good with that. Because there's tons of people out here looking for help, and there's tons of people that I can keep on learning from. And if it ain't you, keep it moving. That's it. Cool, because I'm tired of black people always want to kick people out because they don't agree with them. I'm tired of that shit. That's just some bullshit. I'm tired of that, man. So and we always wonder why, you know, like we can't unite. We can't, you know, like why other people can go into Africa. Man, there was this picture of this Chinese dude on his hands of like 2 teenage girls with their titties out. You know, if you did that in China, they would fucking stab you real quick, man. But people can go into Africa and do that. Why? Because black people can't even function around themselves. We can't. We cannot. It's damn near impossible to. And it's not saying that it's impossible, but we just won't allow it. Our egos of our own opinions are too damn high. You know? So, nah. So like when people go into Africa, or even in like the black hoods of America, the Chinese and the Koreans and the Filipinos and and all these Asians and Latinos go into the black community, set up shop, and make successful in places where black people should be successful. You know, that's happening because black people can't even get along with each other, man. So it's cool. Here we go. Emma faculty, I got a boo-boo. Hey, yo, Neon Nice, Darky Knight. Emma faculty. I'm getting some slight trolley vibes there. I'm getting some slight trolley vibes from Emma faculty. Neon Eyes and Darky Knight. Keep that in your line of sight. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Keep that in your line of sight. If you need to zap, you know, fire on wheel. Here we go. There you go. There you go. Like I said, guys, if you are creative, if you are someone who is loving and caring, and someone who is truly positive, people will have your back. As Neon Eyes and Dark and I have mine. I'm serious, guys. Stop putting so much negativity in your lives, because we always hear black people talking about, I'm tired of when one black person does something wrong, the whole race gonna suffer for it. Just shut up. Stop whining, dog. No, you be the change, man. If you find a complaint, then you be the change, dog. That's what entrepreneurship is. If you find the complaint, then you find the solution. And if you can't find it, then get someone who can, but stop complaining about it, because nothing happens when you complain. Nothing happened, because the only people that care about your complaints, and it's cool to complain if you're finding a solution while you're doing it. But if you're not finding a solution and you're just sitting there complaining, oh, woe is me, the only other people that care about that are the other people who are complaining just like you, and y'all ain't doing nothing to help the people out. Y'all ain't doing nothing to help yourselves out. So stop it. Stop it. Woe is me, my life is so bad, woe is me. Come on now. Y'all, you haven't been to enough countries where bad shit truly happens to be saying shit like that, And for the people who have actually lived through some tough shit, they ain't the ones saying that. They are not the ones saying that. Because all my Indian friends who have actually came out of India, out of the place that I actually visited, I'm like, man, like, why are you guys so damn positive? He said, dude, we're in Japan. Japan is like a paradise for us, man. Everything is clean. Yeah, the rules can be a little bit strict sometimes, but things are clean, orderly. I won't get hurt here. Like, people are positive, man. They see the opportunities here. They see how good life is because they've experienced hell. Like, when you experience hell, nothing else will ever affect you, dog. Like for example, like when I was on the swim team back in high school, 4 years straight like racism from first, the guys that I swam with, I have been really close friends with my whole life. But when that high school time comes, that's when the parents' influence really starts going onto kids, right? So then, it was like the gang like rag on me, and I couldn't say shit because I knew if I said anything, I'm getting my ass beat by all these big ass white dudes, man. I'm only one black dude, man. So it's like, yo, dude. So like and then, like, of course, like, the coach isn't going to do anything about it. And plus, if you complain to the coach, as a guy, you look like a bitch. So it's like, you just got to take it, man. And it sucks. But this is at the same time why I'm cool with hanging out with white people now. I'm cool with hanging out with black people now. And I'm cool with everyone because I've been through this shit, man. I've been through this shit for 4 years straight. That shit sucked, man. But my father even said, like when it was over, I wanted you to go through this because I want you to know that you can get through anything, man. I wanted you to know that you can get through this stuff. That this stuff is not going to be enough to stop you. This stuff is not going to be enough to hold you down. This stuff is not going to be a good enough excuse on why you can't make it. So like, yeah, man. So basically, because at the end of the day, look, if you're working a job, right? If you're working a job and what's it called? And your job, either you get fired or you get laid off because either some kind of like robotic thing took over your job or something. What's going to happen? Are you going to complain and cry about how the company, screwed you over, or how robotics are screwing you over, or the robotics are taking our jobs? Are you going to be that guy, or are you going to be the guy? Okay, look, this happened. Let me find a solution to keep myself moving. Because life does get hard. Life does get hard. I mean, life is hard for everyone at some level. But my thing is, like, the people who survive are the ones who can adapt. It's not you. It's not necessarily the strongest or the smartest or the prettiest or the most handsome. It's the ones who can adapt, and those who can adapt succeed. If you can't adapt, you die. That's it. That's the way life has always been. That's the way life will continue to stay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for joining, because I gotta get some stuff done for today. However, guys, I had a great time talking to you all. Yeah, guys, it's been a good pleasure. So thank you guys for coming, and I'll have another live stream coming soon with my friend who's a newer ALT, so he can actually tell you guys about what it's like to be an ALT in Japan, a fresh ALT, how he got here, and all of its experiences here, man. So that's it. But yeah, Darky Knight, thank you, man. Thank you. Neon Eyes, one shot, one kill. Complaining solves nothing. I highly agree. It's pointless to complain without offering a solution. You're part of the problem. There you go. There you go. Awesome stream. Neon Eyes, Darky Knight. Thank you. Everyone else who came in, thank you very much. Let's see. Who else was in here? Mr. Thank you very much. I read this, Mr. Miller. No, Mr. You said the white man held you back from reading the comments. Oh, y'all goofy, man. Mr. Thank you for coming through. Who else was in here? We had Nippy, Mr. Germany. What's good? Chaotic Storm, thank you coming in. Aaron Toomer, thank you. J.O. was good. Andy, thank you for coming in. And Andy, if you have any more questions, I'm gonna bring my friend in later on. So please stay tuned for that. Jamie's, as usual, was good. DeAnthony, yes. And I think that was it. Was there any car show? Oh, he might have been a troll. LA City was good. LA City. Yeah, okay, guys. Thank you guys for joining, man. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, 7 likes to 2 dislikes, man. Yeah, let's keep those likes up. Anyway, guys, thank you. I will have another live stream coming shortly. And when springtime comes, I think this month there's a festival going on nearby, so I'm gonna try to take some footage of that. What's it called? When springtime comes, Ohanami, I can't wait. That's in April. But that's gonna come soon, and we'll get some stuff started with that. With that being said, thank you guys for joining and for tuning in, and peace.